Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw live from Kansas City, Missouri. And kicking the night off, the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, your men's world champion, Oba Femi, who is set to go 1-on-1 in 2 weeks, 5 days from Money in the Bank in Montreal against Sami Zayn. But last week, engaged in a war of words with his possible challenger at SummerSlam in Los Angeles, Jacob Frost, the King of the Ring. The question is, can he make it to SummerSlam? Can he get past Sami Zayn in 2 weeks in Montreal? And I'm sure here in a matter of moments, he will address Frost, he will address Sami Zayn, maybe even address Aleister Black last week. Oh, but Femi, a lot of thoughts in the mind of the champion. A lot to get to here in Monday Night Raw. But Oba Femi is dominant as ever. If he's able to get past Sami Zayn, he will go on to SummerSlam, and it will mark 1 year since he's been world champion and been dominant. A lot in the path of the ruler. Can he make it to SummerSlam? Can he make it to Los Angeles? Well, this will not sit well with Oba being interrupted by his possible SummerSlam opponent in Jacob Frost, the King of the Ring, the Punisher, who is set to go 1-on-1 with Tommaso Ciampa here in a matter of moments. But first, wanting to poke and prod at the world champion. And I don't know how wise this is, especially since Oba already seemingly ticked off here tonight in Kansas City. But Jacob Frost never one to back off from a challenge, never one to back down from an opponent. And he's looking to stare into the eyes of the ruler, much like how he did last week. And I'm very interested. I'm very interested to see how things play out here with how things ended last week with Aleister Black, with ominous words to Frost and Oba before. It was getting tense in that ring, brother, between the Punisher and the ruler. And I'm sure, man, they're going to pick right up where they left off, with Frost rising atop the mountain, looking to topple the World Heavyweight Champion. Femi with a message sent to the Punisher, and Frost not backing down one bit. What a clash of the Titans it would be at SummerSlam if Femi is able to make it past Sami Zayn in Montreal in 2 weeks' time. Tense moment there between Jordynne Grace and Thea Hale, who will be competing for the Women's World Championship at Money in the Bank against the champion Liv Morgan. Jordynne Grace going to be ringside for Thea Hale's match against Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, Liv Morgan will be there for Raquel as well. Jordynne Grace wanted to supply some backup to Thea. But Thea, I mean, seemingly didn't want it. I mean, obviously, the two not, even though they're seemingly allies in the moment, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They're still not. I mean, as they've plainly put it, they are not friends. So it should be interesting to see what's to come in our main event here tonight. But first, we have Jacob Frost taking on the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa. As Tommaso opens up with a clothesline and misses, and now locking in German suplex into a dragon suplex, transitioning into a straight jacket German suplex, a triplata of suplexes here for Jacob Frost. An opportunity for Frost to send a message to the champion Oba Femi after the exchanging of words here to open the show between Oba and Jacob. As Frost hits a big clothesline there to Ciampa. I mean, obviously former NXT champion, former tag team champion Tommaso Ciampa. Hitting a big frog splash there is Jacob Frost. And going for the cover, Tommaso Ciampa, also a former United States champion, going for the cover, hitting a 2 count. Very well decorated here in the WWE, and looking to make a name for himself after him and big discus forearm after him and Johnny Gargano split, with Johnny going over to SmackDown. Ciampa trying to find an opportunity here on Raw, and a big victory over the King of the Ring winner and #1 contender for the World's Championship would be just the way to do it, as he attacks the knee of Jacob Frost. You can see that knee brace on Frost, a surgically repaired knee. And Ciampa, knowing that target oh so well, having one of his own, going for the cover. And only a 1 count there for Ciampa as he gets Frost up to his feet. Big discus forearm, dropping Frost, and Tommaso in full control here of this matchup, sensing the opportunity at hand here for him. Big double axe handle from the middle rope. As Tommaso Ciampa in full control. Big dragon screw counter there from Frost, as this Kansas City crowd giving him all of their energy. Big palm slap, chop, another chop followed up. Grabbing a hold of Tommaso, big Irish whip into that corner, another palm slap to the chest, another one to the chest. Irish whip out of that corner, into the other corner. European uppercut, running style. Grabbing hold of the back, and a backbreaker to boot. What a combination from the Punisher into a senton. And we know what follows up here. Grabbing a hold of those ropes, big top rope moonsault, got all of it. Into a shooting star. Tommaso getting hit with a flurry of offense here from the Punisher. And to top it off, big knee strike to the mush, planting Ciampa down, going for the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there for the King of the Ring. Oba Femi, I'm sure, is keeping a close eye on this matchup, scouting his opponent for Los Angeles or SummerSlam in Los Angeles, going for another cover after that moonsault out of the corner. 2! Kick out for Ciampa. Femi, as dominant as a champion he has been, he has beaten Adam Cole in one-on-one competition. He has beaten Cody Rhodes in one-on-one competition. He has beaten LA Knight in one-on-one competition. He has beaten Braun Breaker in one-on-one competition. But he has never beaten, well, he's never faced Jacob Frost in one-on-one competition, but he's never beaten Jacob Frost in one-on-one competition either. Going for the discus forearm there. Frost going for the counter is Ciampa looking to capitalize, but planted by Jacob Frost into the mat. Deadlift, power bomb, got all of it, flipping him over into another knee. Nice combination there from Frost, rolling over, grabbing a hold of Ciampa, air raid, crash position, neck breaker. Ciampa getting hit with it all. Ciampa, sorry, I keep calling him Ciampa. Driving him down to the outside. Frost feeding off of this Kansas City crowd. Beautiful audience we have here tonight. Off the ropes. Caution to the wind. Suicide dive is missed. Ciampa gets out of the way. A big knee drop to Jacob Frost, who just missed with the high-risk maneuver. Suicide dive to the outside. And Ciampa, sensing the end is near, trying to take advantage of the miscue from Frost, getting him back in the ring. Trying to go grabbing a hold of that leg, grabbing a hold of that surgically repaired knee. Grabbing it, single leg, Boston Crab. Has it locked in. Frost writhing in pain. Very close to the ropes. Maybe he could reach the ropes, but no, getting out of it. Able to kick out of it. Grabbing a hold of him. Dead man's hand. Or, I guess that was the previous known. 1, 2. Eye sculpture, my bad. I forgot. I forget what we called it. I think it's called the dead man's hand. I forget what it was called. Anyway, into the corner. Searching for the end. The end is near. Frost with the Frost bite. Knee, strike, planting. Got all of it on Ciampa. 1, Ciampa. 2, 3. Jacob Frost with a big victory over the Psycho Killer here tonight. Saying a message to Oba. A lot of resilience shown there from Jacob Frost. What the hell? Oba Femi! Oba! Fall from grace! From the world's champion! Oba said he would catch him. And the ruler caught the king here tonight. Message sent. Statement made. Oba standing tall over his challenger. All Liv Morgan does is poke and prod and, try to stick it to Tatum Paxley, but Tatum Paxley quick-witted. Sharp tongue getting right back at Liv. And now we have Money in the Bank qualifying action. And you have to respect Kalani Jordynne, because, last week she was supposed to face Jade in a one-on-one match to qualify for the Money in the Bank. And, I mean, obviously last week we saw Chelsea Green make a return and, go right after Cora Jade. And the match didn't even have a chance to take place. The match was thrown out. I guess Kalani Jordynne technically being the winner by decision. She didn't want to qualify for the Money in the Bank that way. She wanted to prove herself in the ring here tonight. She wanted to prove herself in the middle of the ring on Monday Night Raw. And Jade Cargill also felt left out, seeing all these women get this opportunity. And she lost out on a Queen of the Ring opportunity. She wanted a shot. Kalani wanted her shot, and to earn it fairly and squarely. William Regal making this matchup here tonight. Kalani Jordynne, Jade Cargill. Winner goes on to the Money in the Bank for that final spot for Monday Night Raw. Obviously, Tatum Paxley, as we just heard from, has aspirations. Since Gigi and Shotzi is now on SmackDown, she has solo aspirations as she's lost all of her friends. Bianca Belair, we know her redemption story here. Stephanie Vaquer wants to hold some gold. Who will take the final spot here in the Money in the Bank? Jade Cargill, Kalani Jordynne. Jade Cargill, since stepping out on her own since really the Royal Rumble of earlier this year, or I guess late last year. Since portraying Mercedes Moné at the Royal Rumble, tipping her off of that ladder. She's been kind of up and down. Gaining a big victory over Mercedes at WrestleMania, and then ending it at Arcadia, burying Mercedes Moné alive in a casket match. And really since then, didn't win the Queen of the Ring. Liv Morgan got involved there. Didn't get a chance for the Money in the Bank qualifying match. Or wait, no, she had one more opportunity before that, didn't she? Oh yeah. Didn't she lose out in a number one contenders match to qualify for that Fatal 4-Way, or am I tripping? I might be tripping. But she definitely lost out on an opportunity. No, I'm thinking of New Year's Revolution. Yeah, she lost at New Year's Revolution in the six-pack challenge. She had that big victory over Sophia at Saturday night's main event. She's been very up and down. And looking to finally cash in on a Money in the Bank opportunity here as Kalani Jordynne opens the matchup with a big flying forearm. Kalani Jordynne, obviously her first match here on Monday Night Raw since arriving from NXT, getting signed by William Regal. Great signee by Regal, I might add. Jade Cargill, she don't give a damn about that. She wants her opportunity. She wanted to split from Mercedes for a reason. She sees herself as a big star here in WWE and looking to capitalize on that star power. And obviously, as she sees Kalani Jordynne as food, rookie. Can't even say rookie against vet, really, can we? Obviously, these two couldn't be any different in their styles. Jade, obviously, a big powerhouse. Kalani Jordynne, high-flying, fast-paced offense. It's going to be very interesting to see what comes out on top here. As Kalani Jordynne opening up with some high array of offense there. Very unique maneuver, using the ropes to her advantage, and that's what Kalani Jordynne has to do. Just keep moving, high pace. Don't get caught in the grasp of Jade Cargill, because once you get caught, you're trapped. As Kalani Jordynne calls for Jade to get up to her feet, looking for a big forearm, connects. Didn't get all of it, but got enough to make it effective. And now, trying for something here, but Jade Cargill trying to fight her off and gets back control of Kalani Jordynne, outplaying the rookie here tonight. As she's writhing, just stretching out Kalani Jordynne here. As she's grabbing a hold, maybe like a inverted bear hug. But Kalani Jordynne able to counter and get waist control here on Jade. Both women jockeying for position. Right now, this is what we call the feeling out process of the matchup. Obviously, the first time these two have ever faced off. Big time opportunity here. Neither women want to waste it. Neither women want to waste the opportunity and risk losing this match. Trying to play it safe so far here out of the gates. Can't blame them. As Jade transitions and hits a big knee to the back of the head. And I think Kalani's head bounced off of that mat. Maybe her nose. Grabbing a hold of the face there. Kalani Jordynne able to counter and sweep the leg. Calling for Jade back up to her feet one more time. Maybe looking for something here that could possibly end the match early. Maybe hit her with a high move. Jade ducks. Or Kalani ducks. Jade able to counter her hit with a clothesline. Now just stomping Kalani. Stomping a mud hole. And possibly walking it dry. But Kalani Jordynne able to counter and just kicking Jade right off of her. Getting her up in seated position. Off the ropes goes Kalani Jordynne. In a big running blockbuster. Maybe even a running neck breaker of sorts. Transition standing moonsault. Athleticism on display here from Kalani. She is in full control of this matchup. Big back suplex, back elbow to the back of Jade Cargill, who is in a bad way right now. Kalani calling for Jade to get up to her feet once more. Kalani with a big forearm to the back. Another forearm straight to the face. Another forearm. This time Jade saw coming. Counter. Back elbow to the mush of Kalani. Oklahoma position. And just dropping her on the top turnbuckle. Jade calling for Kalani up to her feet. Big forearm to the chest. Going for a kick to the gut. Counter there from Kalani. Jade able to push her off. Big drop kick from Jordynne. Counter from Jade. Catching a hold of Kalani, able to slow her down. Big suplex, able to drop the standout. Now Kalani sweeping the legs of Jade again. Kalani Jordynne, every time she looks like Jade's going to get control, Kalani is able to slip out of it and find her way back into this match. A big STO, I think at one point in time that was called Dark Matter. Shout out Stardust from Kalani Jordynne. Big forearm smash to the back. Kalani in the corner. Tornado DDT! Got all of it. Jade played it in the middle of the ring. Standing shooting star from the standout. Going for the cover. 2! Oh my goodness. Kalani Jordynne almost qualifying for the Money in the Bank right there. Taking that final spot. Kalani calling for Jade up to her feet. Looking for the end here. Maybe looking for, I don't know, something. Big pump kick. Explosion from Jade. Going for the cover. This could be it. 1. Kick out from Jade Cargill. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Jessica Carr is on call here for tonight's matches after Raquel Rodriguez clotheslined the hell out of Daphne Shawn last week. Gave her the night off here tonight. Referee Jessica Carr on call for this night's Monday Night Raw. Shout out Jessica Carr, SmackDown referee, pulling double duty this week. Kalani Jordynne calling for Jade Cargill up to her feet. Off the ropes goes Jade. Big drop kick. I think she got her in the jaw there. Jade Cargill laid out. Big forearm from Kalani. Another chop. Punch to the midsection. A clothesline. The Kansas City firmly behind Kalani. See the position. Big drop kick. As Jade Cargill is reeling. Springboard. Kalani. Cross body. Nobody does it better. No one can do it like Lani. As Kalani in full control here. Flatliner, STO. I thought she was going for an STO there, but it was definitely a flatliner. Kalani Jordynne up to the top. That's a lot of distance to cover. But Kalani is looking to clear it. Or maybe not. Maybe she saw how much distance it was. Cartwheel, back elbow. Cartwheel, backflip into the back elbow. See, Kalani Jordynne, you have to think, how intelligent is Kalani? She saw how much distance was on that high-risk maneuver and didn't want to take that much risk. Instead of opting to do what she's doing now and apply more pressure on Jade Cargill. And just as I say that, Jade right back into this matchup, turning around Kalani Jordynne. I think she was looking for Jade there, but Kalani Jordynne able to counter it. Kalani Jordynne get back control. What the hell? Poison Rana! Poison Rana from Kalani Jordynne. Got all of it. 1, 2. Kick out from Jade Cargill. Nearly saw her hopes of getting in the Money in the Bank go up in smoke. Big forearm from Kalani. Counter from Jade. Irish whip. Off the ropes. No, into the referee. And Jade taking advantage of the situation. Oh my goodness. Backbreaker. That was vicious. Jade Cargill taking advantage of the miscue between Kalani and Jessica Carr. Obviously, Jessica Carr's first night on Raw in quite a minute. Off the ropes. Jade. Oh, I thought she was going for the spawn or the pond, but just picking up Kalani like it was nothing to kick her in the chest. Wait, what the hell? On the stage! Gore Jade and Chelsea Green have made their way out to the back, out to the front here on the staging area. Beat the hell out of each other. These two cannot be separated by security by referee Charles Robinson. And it's caught the attention of Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill was looking to put away Kalani Jordynne, maybe with Jaded, but distracted by the commotion on the stage, and Kalani Jordynne with a big clothesline to the back of the head. Taking advantage of the situation. Kalani Jordynne, head full of hair, as we get the situation with Cora Jade and Chelsea Green situated here. Kalani Jordynne, drop zone, Jade Cargill on the drop zone, split-legged moonsault out of the corner. Jessica Carr in position to make the count. 1, 2, and Kalani Jordynne, the standout, is going to Money in the Bank.
Here is your winner, Kalani Jordynne.
Huge victory for the standout in her first match here on Monday Night Raw. And she's going to Money in the Bank to compete for the biggest opportunity of her career. And who's to say she will not be Miss Money in the Bank and possibly a future Women's World Champion. Shout out to Psycho Sally. Now backing down from Blair Davenport, getting a lick back here tonight. Looks like Blair Davenport will have to tread lightly after Psycho Sally makes her return here tonight. And, I mean, just biting back at the top guy Jim. But now we have main event action. Thea Hale takes on Raquel Rodriguez. Jordynne Grace out here to ensure that Liv Morgan does not get involved here, which is kind of odd if you really think about it. I mean, if Liv Morgan does get involved here, that only benefits Jordynne Grace for the championship match of Money in the Bank. But I guess, I mean, as Jordynne Grace put it, scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. You know, Raquel and Liv have kind of been dominant since making their way back here to Monday Night Raw and have gotten the better of Thea Hale, have gotten the better of Jordynne Grace, and these two, I mean, having to team up to take on Raquel and Liv. And if these two can watch each other's backs all the way up until Money in the Bank, then, you know, all bets are off. And when it comes to the championship gold, every woman for themselves.
And her opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
Dominic Mysterio focused intently on winning Money in the Bank. Liv Morgan wants him focused on his situation with the Money in the Bank, which is why he's not out here tonight. But Liv Morgan's feeling like she's enough. She's enough to put the boots to Thea Hale. But she didn't account for Jordynne Grace being out here as we get the match started. These two women, first time ever these two are facing off. Obviously, Raquel Rodriguez victorious over Jordynne Grace, the king and queen of the ring. And obviously, Liv Morgan victorious over Thea Hale, becoming the new women's world champion. As Thea Hale drop down leapfrog into a drop kick. Into a springboard senton. Taking it to Raquel Rodriguez early on here in this matchup. But yeah, Jordynne Grace, I mean, ensuring, again, watch my back, I'll watch yours. Ensuring that we both make it to Money in the Bank 100%. Anyone but Liv Morgan is the mission here. Well, I mean, obviously Jordynne Grace would love to win the World's Championship, but ensuring that Liv Morgan is not World Champion is her goal. As Raquel Rodriguez hits a big body slam. It's the blockbuster, or a running neck breaker. I keep saying blockbuster. I don't know why I keep saying blockbuster. Blockbuster would be the front. As Raquel Rodriguez attacking the leg of Thea Hale. I don't know what Thea Hale is thinking, taking on this match, as Raquel goes on for a cover and only gets a 1 count. If Thea Hale, I mean, as small as she is, taking on a giant like Raquel Rodriguez, if Thea Hale picks up an injury here in this matchup, that does not look good for her championship chances at Money in the Bank and trying to get the championship. And look at Thea, what the hell? Liv Morgan, Thea Hale had the pin there, and I think Liv Morgan pushed over the pinfall to ensure Raquel kicked out. But Thea going for an armbar here, putting herself in between Liv, in between Raquel to ensure that there's no shenanigans there. And to think Jordynne Grace is tossed in a kendo stick. We're getting into the shenanigans already, ladies and gentlemen, here in the main event. Monday Night Raw in Kansas City, Missouri. That has been a fantastic audience tonight. A night that has seen Jacob Frost victorious over Tommaso Ciampa in our earlier contest, but planted afterwards against Femi. A match that saw Kalani Jordynne. A night that saw Kalani Jordynne qualify for that final spot for Monday Night Raw in the Money in the Bank match. A match that has Stephanie Vaquer, Bianca Blair, Tatum Paxley, and now Kalani Jordynne for the Raw side. And over on the SmackDown side, Rhea Ripley, Kiana James, Sol Ruka, and Selena Drake. What a match that should be in the Money in the Bank. As Jordynne Grace getting involved during this matchup, distracting Raquel Rodriguez and creating an opening for Thea Hale. And Thea Hale just tossing Raquel out of the ring like it's nothing and giving chase right on the attack, not letting Raquel breathe. Attacking the legs. That's what you got to do to a woman the size of Raquel Rodriguez. When Raquel has that size advantage, you got to chop down the tree that is Raquel Rodriguez. And biting the hand! Thea willing to do whatever. I mean, since she's lost her World Championship, we've seen a more ruthless side of Thea Hale, a more hungry side of Thea. Once you get a taste of that gold and you lose it, it's like you want it back. Raquel Rodriguez able to duck the clothesline. Both women going for the same idea. They're taking each other out with a clothesline. Wait a minute, Liv Morgan. What the hell is Liv Morgan doing? What the hell? Liv Morgan and Jordynne Grace in the ring. Wait, Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace! It's thrown out, tossed out by referee Jessica Carr. Wait a minute. Liv Morgan tossed out by referee Jessica Carr. Playing no nonsense. Thea Hale and Raquel Rodriguez will be a one-on-one affair. Raquel going for the big boot, but they have a counter. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. Going for the cover. 2. Oh, kick out there from Raquel Rodriguez. Only a 2 count, but boy, was that close. Raquel Rodriguez, Thea Hale having to go it alone here. Referee Jessica Carr has tossed out Jordynne Grace, has tossed out Liv Morgan. These two having to go one-on-one. I think Thea Hale was going for the Kimura lock there, but Raquel countering into a big lariat, planting the former champion. But Thea Hale able to kick out at a count of 1. Jesus, that was a brutal line, man. Brutal line. Deadlifting is Raquel Rodriguez. Thea Hale off of the ground into the Tejano Bomb. What a transition. That was sick. 1, 2. Oh my God. Kick out from Thea Hale. That was awesome. That was awesome. She deadlifted Thea off of the ground and transitioned somehow from an Oklahoma slam into a Tejano Bomb. That was awesome. Big power slam there from Raquel. Combination of strikes. As Raquel takes full advantage, takes full control of this matchup after Liv and Jordynne were tossed. Big springboard suplex there from Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel is no slouch, man. She's a former world's champion down there in NXT. Multiple-time tag team champion. And I mean, if you ask me, a future world champion in this business. Thea Hale trying to fight back into this matchup, but from that apron, but Raquel just too strong. Big power slam from Raquel, going for the cover 2. Thea Hale finding the strength to kick out of that big power slam from Raquel. Big right Forearm from Raquel. Chop, return. Big slap from Raquel, return, but counter. Slap from Thea. Chop, counter Thea again. Chop of her own. Raquel says, bring it. Bring your best. Another chop. Raquel says, hit me one more time. Another slap. Raquel eats it. Oh my goodness, Raquel eating all these shots from Thea Hale. These two battling here in the middle of the ring at Kansas City. Raquel says one more time. Right hand from Raquel. Forearm exchange from Thea. Locking in the Kimura lock. Kimura is locked in tight. Raquel with nowhere to go in the middle of the ring. Is she able to fight out? She's squirming, trying to find any possible way. I think Thea Hale just let it go. Thea Hale just let it go. Maybe looking for the Hale. Wait a minute. Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was kicked out. Liv Morgan was kicked out. Now she's back out here. What the hell is going on? Thea Hale taking out Liv. But no, look. Raquel staggering back up to her feet. Looking to take advantage. Jesus Christ. What a clothesline from Big Mommy Cool. Looking for the end. Calling for Thea up to her feet. Got her high up to Hana Bomb one more time. 1, 2. Raquel Rodriguez victorious over Thea Hale.
Here is your winner, Raquel Rodriguez.
After Liv Morgan was ejected from ringside, she made an appearance again anyway, costing Thea the match. And it looks as if these two are not done, as Liv Morgan back in the ring and giving the marching orders to Raquel Rodriguez, who goes out to the ring and fetches Thea Hale and just chucking her in the ring. And we've seen this before, these two women, when it gets dangerous with these two women after a match, as Raquel Rodriguez throws in a chair. Referee Jessica Carr trying to stop the cart, but god damn it, I mean, protect yourself. You're just an official. What more could you do? Jordynne Grace, she said she would have Thea's back here tonight, whether she likes it or not. And Jordynne keeping her word, saving Thea Hale from brutality at the hands of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Thank goodness for the Juggernaut as she comes to the aid of Thea Hale. Thank goodness to the Juggernaut. What the hell? Wait a minute! Hell yeah! From Thea Hale to Jordynne Grace. What the hell? A man once greater than me said D.T.A. And when it comes to the World's Championship, it's every woman for themselves. Don't trust anybody. Liv Morgan, Thea Hale, Jordynne Grace. What a match this would be at Money in the Bank in 2 weeks' time.